Being able to steer your car properly is a crucial part of being a safe driver. You must be able to precisely steer your car around any bend or junction you come across while staying in the correct road position. In this video, we will show you a few steering techniques for different types of bends and junctions. Keep watching right to the end for more bonus footage after the end titles. You should adjust your seat and steering wheel to ensure your driving position is comfortable and that you are able to control the steering wheel effectively. After adjusting your seat, check your reach to the steering wheel, as you should be able to run your hands all around the wheel without stretching. Many cars have adjustable steering columns to allow you to move the wheel to the best position for you. Just ensure you can still read all the instruments afterwards. You should normally hold the wheel in the top half with both hands level at either the 10 to 2 or quarter to 3 position. Just use whichever feels more comfortable for you. Keeping your hands at this position will allow you to use the indicator and wiper stalks without having to move your hands too much. If you hold the wheel too firmly, it may make your hands ache, so try to hold the wheel with a relaxed grip. This will then allow you to feel the feedback from the front wheels, so you know how much grip the tyres have to the road beneath. Unless you are changing gear, you should try to keep both hands on the wheel at all times. This will give you the best control of the car and allow you to react quickly in an emergency. If you are driving your car around gentle corners, you can steer without moving your hands on the wheel. You can normally steer the wheel about a quarter turn in either direction, and this will be enough to get you round many gentle bends. One advantage of keeping your hands in this position is that you can straighten out easily after the bend, as your hands and wheel return to their normal driving position. Always turn the steering wheel smoothly, as this will reduce the chance of the car skidding and give your passengers a more comfortable ride. If you ever feel the steering wheel lighten up noticeably whilst cornering, this may be a sign that your tyres have lost their grip to the road, so try to gently slow down to regain control. If you need to steer around a tighter bend, you will need to turn the steering wheel much more than for a gentle bend, so you will have to use a different steering technique. We recommend feeding the wheel between your hands. This allows you to steer as much as you need in either direction in full control. Your left hand should stay on the left side of the steering wheel and the right hand on the right side. The wheel is then fed from one hand to the other without either hand crossing over to the opposite side of the steering wheel. Crossing your hands is best avoided normally, as it could be dangerous if you have an accident and the car's airbag deploys. Let's have another look at this technique in slow motion. Notice how the hands grip the wheel alternately to turn the wheel smoothly. Most cars' steering wheels will turn approximately 1.5 turns in either direction, so be ready to move your hands for tight corners. We'll just steer around this gentle corner before we get to the next tight bend. So we prepare our hands and then feed the wheel as we steer around the bend and straighten up again. When turning right or left at T-junctions, you will need to steer your car quickly and precisely if you are to stay in your lane. Let's watch as we drive around a few tight junctions in this residential area. If the junction is tight, you may need to turn the wheel a full turn right or left and then quickly straighten up. It is important to drive the car at a slow enough speed to give us the time to steer. You can see that we are down to about 10 miles per hour in this case for each junction. After you have steered around a tight corner, you will need to straighten your steering up. The best way to do this is to smoothly steer the wheel back to the straight ahead position, as this will ensure you have full control of the car and stay in the correct road position. It may be tempting to let the steering wheel slip through your hands and straighten itself, but this gives much less control and will be less precise. If you let your car hit the curb or cross the centre of the road, it could cause danger, so make sure you straighten up carefully to stay in your lane at all times. Here, we can take a look at how to steer around two different size roundabouts. We can see the first roundabout is quite small, so we will need to feed the steering wheel quickly to stay in our lane carefully. It is important to adjust your speed according to the size of the roundabout. The smaller the roundabout, the slower you should be going, as this will give you time to control your steering safely. The next roundabout is much larger, so this will need much gentler steering, and this won't need us to move our hands this time as we steer around and then off the roundabout. When manoeuvring your car, you will often need to steer quickly to full lock. Don't worry if you find yourself occasionally crossing your hands a little. As long as the car is still in full control and a manoeuvre is completed safely, then that is fine. Remember, hold the wheel gently in the correct position, look ahead and assess how tight each bend is. Steer precisely with the correct technique and straighten up smoothly without letting the wheel slip. We hope you found this video interesting. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the bonus footage.